Good morning, my name is Camden and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a very impromptu, low budget production type of reading vlog. It is snowing. We are in the middle of Winter Storm Kenan here in New Hampshire, and we're projected to get about a foot of snow. The Department of Transportation just announced a travel ban, which means we are stuck inside for the day or maybe even the weekend. We'll see how it goes. All this to say, I am really in the mood for like a cozy mystery thriller set in a blizzard. I don't have many options for this type of book because I've read most of them, but I do have this bad boy, which is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. This book is a thriller. It follows a married couple who are kind of on the last legs of their marriage, and they decide to go away for the weekend to try and repair the relationship. They end up staying in like a restored chapel up north, I guess, and they get caught in a big snowstorm. There's some haunted aspects to the place that they're staying in, I believe. I don't know if this is a true supernatural thriller or if the haunted aspect is just kind of a misunderstanding, but I'm really interested to read this one, especially because I feel like the setting and the mood and the atmosphere are going to reflect my life right now. So anyway, that is pretty much the plan for the day. Read and stay safe inside. I will be back when I have an update for you. Good morning. It has finally stopped snowing. We got about 8 inches of accumulation last night, so that's going to be fun to clear off all the cars today. But I just woke up and got ready, and I'm about 50 pages into Rock, Paper, Scissors so far. I'm really liking it. Right now we are flip-flopping between the perspectives of Amelia, who's the wife, and Adam, her husband. And interspersed throughout those two perspectives, we're also getting letters that Amelia wrote to Adam every year of their anniversary, but she mentions in the letter that she never gives them to him. Basically, she's just kind of documenting important things that have happened in the past year and kind of their milestones that they've had. And it all centers around, like, you know how each year of your anniversary there's like a certain material that's like featured. So like the first year is paper and the second year is cotton, and there's like a year that's tin, a year that's gold. You get the gist. It's very interesting, and we've only gotten a few letters at this point where I'm at in the story, but I can tell that like there's gonna be secrets included in these letters that she doesn't tell her husband. There's also a very threatening vibe hanging over the narration in like present day, because both of them are mentioning like only one of them is going to come home from this trip. And I don't know what that means. Like, are you guys planning on killing each other? A little concerned and confused. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at. The atmosphere of the like renovated chapel is very spooky, like doors opening on their own. There was a face written in the dust. And so it's giving off haunted vibes, but I think the reality is going to be somebody is there waiting for them, especially because like Amelia keeps referencing that she won this trip, but she has really no information on like who owns it, where, like, why she won it, and she's been in communication with nobody. So anyway, there's a lot of like interesting elements at play here. The face blindness, the raffle, the letter situation with secrets in it. So I really can't predict at this point where this book is headed and like what the plot twists are going to be related to, and I'm not sure. But I am along for the ride. I'm very interested. I like the snowy setting. It's very fitting for my life right now. And yeah, so anyway, I made myself some breakfast, so I'm going to eat and I'm going to continue reading, and I'll give you guys an update a little bit later. Hopefully at some point today we'll clear off the cars and go get some coffee, because I like making drinks at home, but nothing compares to Starbucks. So this is what we got going on. We got a bagel sandwich with egg, cheese, and avocado, and some coffee. And I'm gonna keep plowing through my book as I eat. Alright, we're back from Barnes & Noble's. We got a new coffee. It's the caramel brulee. I've never tried it before, but it was pretty good. And I got the Overnight Guest, which is another thriller set in a blizzard in the middle of nowhere, and the Maid by Nita Prose, which is like a locked room mystery. And what did you get, Ali?
I got this bag for you because you liked it.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then I got this book. It says Butts on Things. And it has like a bunch of pictures of butts on every. Here's a butt on the planet. There's a butt on a jelly.
Yeah.
Even a butt on a sriracha sauce. Like, pretty much they covered everything.
Yeah. Why did you get the book?
And it was 50% off.
Yeah.
It's such a good deal.
Who's it for?
It's for me.
For you? You're just gonna look at butts on things?
Yeah, like it looks like interesting books. Like, I feel like after I read this book, I'm gonna look at the universe from new lens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What did the lady think of you checking out with that?
Well, I gave it to her with this bag, and it's on this side.
Oh, so just a big butt
say,
on the back.
Yeah, it does say here things.
He's got a big ass butt.
Yeah.
Move your hand.
I was hoping she would think it's a tree.
Okay.
Or a plant.
Sure.
So I gave it to her, and she looks also like busy-minded too. So I thought I would gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
But right at the end, she flipped it. And she looked at it, and then she looked at me. Like, it took her, like she was going fast, but then she paused for like 2 seconds.
And stared at your face.
And she looked at the book and then looked at me. And then she continued being fast.
Did she look like she was trying not to laugh? Or did she look concerned?
I feel like she looked concerned / creeped out. But yeah, we got the book though with the hat of shame, but we got it still.
It's worth it. Good morning. I am just shy of 200 pages into Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I have gotta say, this is probably one of the hardest to predict thrillers I've ever read. Usually in thrillers, there's like one or two core mysteries that we're trying to solve, and only a handful of different types of endings or plot twists that there could possibly be. But for this book, I feel like I've just been thrown like 100 different random pieces and like told to fit them all together, and I can't. Like, there's so many smaller mysteries that I just have no idea what's going on and like how all of these characters relate to each other and what the purpose of us getting to know them is and what all these like little details mean. So yeah, overall I'm really enjoying it so far. I have only about 100 pages left, and I feel like I'm gonna fly through it because obviously we're starting to hit the point where the pieces are probably about to start coming together. I will say, as time goes on, I definitely feel like I'm enjoying the epistolary portions of this book a lot more than like the current day narration between the two characters. I feel like a big part of that is that I really don't like Adam, and I don't like reading from his perspective. He has very cold, heartless way of speaking about his wife, and she's definitely not a perfect character, but she's much more warm and loving towards him. And although she makes a lot of mistakes and is very reactive, you can tell it comes from a place of feeling instead of a place of coldness. So I think that's the reason I'm not enjoying the current day as much, because I still enjoy Amelia's perspective, but Adam's just bothers me a lot. And now we have been introduced to another perspective, which is Robin, who is the person who invited them to the chapel. And she is just generally causing mischief for some reason. She has some type of vendetta against this couple. Not sure why. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. But yeah, so that's where we're at with the book. Now, I'm just going to plug away at the last 100 pages and I will let you know my final thoughts. So, I will be back once I've finished. Hello. I just finished Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, and I'm going to give you some of my final thoughts on it. I really like this book. I think I'm going to be giving it 4 out of 5 stars. Like I said earlier, something I really enjoyed about this book was that we weren't just solving like one core mystery with a couple little surprises here and there. Instead, we were like putting together all the little fragments to make one whole story where like every aspect of it was unclear from the start. We're not just solving who done it, we're solving who done it, why they done it, where they done it, who were they really, what are their motives. There were so many different mysteries within this one book that there was absolutely no way that you could predict even half of the things that happened in this story. Throughout the story, there were a couple of different plot points that I was able to guess, but I can't even really give myself credit for those guesses because I just threw them out in my head as possibilities among dozens of other possibilities that I felt like were equally plausible. And because I had absolutely no idea what was going on at any point in time, there was no way to back up any of my theories with like the why and the how. If you are a person who reads a lot of thrillers and you find yourself kind of tired of always being able to guess like what's happening all the time, this one might be very refreshing for you. Because like I said, even if you guess some of the major plot points, I don't think you'll be able to figure out the reasoning and the execution of it. The one critique I do have of this book is that I did feel like I had to kind of suspend disbelief in some portions to believe all the plot twists that happened. I definitely prefer my thrillers to feel realistic, and I've watched enough true crime documentaries and cases to know that a lot of crazy shit can happen in real life, but there were parts of this book that just felt a little too crazy to be believable. So I didn't love that, which is why it's a 4-star instead of a 5-star. But overall, I really did like this book. I feel like Alice Feeney wrote a book that just sucks you in and keeps you in a chokehold until the end. And for anyone who really enjoys thrillers and feels like they are never surprised anymore, I definitely recommend that you pick this one up and give it a try. But anyway, that is really it for this video. I know, I told you it was going to be low effort and low budget production, and I think I delivered on that. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like it, subscribe if you're not, comment down below, and I will see you next Friday.